tragedy has struck the West Point community again. A Sunday evening shooting left a teenager dead and 2 others injured. This is the 7th shooting death Clay County has seen this year. I spoke to law enforcement officers about the case and what they're doing to combat the gun violence. According to the West Point Police Department, around 5:30 Sunday evening, officers responded to a shooting at Ridgewood Apartments. When they got there, they found 15-year-old Jordan Logan in a grassy area near the complex, dead from an apparent gunshot wound.
During our initial investigation, what we have come to conclusion is it was a transaction of some vapes, and these vapes were supposed to be sold by one party to the other, and it was a transaction that went bad. It's the motive that we're getting so far.
West Point Police Chief Michael Edwards says they are in the early stages of the investigation and are having the vapes tested to see if they had nicotine or some other substance. A 17-year-old male and an 18-year-old male were also injured in the incident. Edwards says they are stable. Less than a month ago, the county endured a mass shooting that claimed the lives of 6 people. To combat this within the community, Edwards says it's going to take continued community involvement, connecting with the community, working with the youth, and parents speaking to their children.
We're noticing some of the younger generation, they are putting these type things on display, whether it's by Facebook, whether it's by Twitter. If we're seeing it on these social media things, then we know parents, we know loved ones, we know brothers and sisters are seeing it too. So we all have to combat this, not just the law enforcement, and we need a collective effort, and not just when it happens. It's the police job. Obviously, it's our job to try to find out why it happened, but it's everybody's job to try to find out what we can do to prevent it.
This type of violence is unique for our county, but it's not unique for our country. I mean, we're dealing with gun violence all across our country. And, you know, we talk about gun control and we talk about these issues, which is great. But at the end of the day, it boils down to human behavior. And when we've got individuals out here that's picking up guns and taking people's life, it's the difference between right and wrong. And I think that's where we're failing as a society, is that we're not teaching at a younger age the difference between right and wrong. Everybody seems to think they got to have a gun to settle their differences or make some type of a statement. So I really think it's the human behavior is what we got to focus on, and that starts with our parents, it starts with churches, it starts in the schools.
He has a message for those who may feel uneasy about these acts taking place in their community.
We don't have people coming from cities just shooting people in our community. We have people in our community that have some type agenda that is isolated. It's affecting the people that have the agenda to commit crime. And that's what is happening, and that's what we're trying to prevent.
Eddie Longstreet says the community will be hosting a second vigil in order to come together, pray, and share that gun violence is not the way to solve problems.
Every choice has a consequence, and there are consequences that have to be paid. And we want our young people to come. We know they're under a tremendous amount of peer pressure. We understand that, but we also want them to know that they have good parents, extended family, extended community, and we want them to know what we came up, and that is that it takes a village to raise a child. So we want our young people to talk to us. We've been to the schools to pray with them, to listen to them. We want them to tell us what they see and what they experience and how we can help them overcome these challenges that they face every day.
Chief Edwards calls Sunday's shooting an isolated incident and said there's no shooter at large and no ongoing threat to the community. He says the case is still under investigation and they're working with the Sheriff's Office and District Attorney's Office. Anyone with information can reach out to the West Point Police Department or Crime Stoppers. Now the vigil will be Thursday, February 12th at 5:30 p.m. at the Municipal Complex on Main Street. Longstreet says they will begin hosting prayer vigils weekly to combat issues in the community. For more information, you can call Longstreet at 662-295-9600.